Okay, well, here we are, many, many alterations later. Actually, not that many. I shaved off the part of this back piece that was too high up, like I mentioned before. And then, oh, here's what's happening with the neckline situation. So because I had to shift the entire bodice part of the dress up by like 5 inches, well, 2.5 here and 2.5 from the back. Sorry, my cat's doing somersaults. Because I had to do that, my neckline is very high now, which is probably not the way it's supposed to look, but you know what? It's fine. What's happening up here in the neckline is that I had to take off 1/2 inch from the right shoulder and then take 1/2 inch from the sleeve part of the left shoulder. The reason for that is my shoulders tilt weirdly. My left shoulder is lower than my right, and so if I did this symmetrically, this would be constantly slipping off my shoulders. Because my left shoulder slopes more, the sleeve's a little, not a sleeve, but it's a little longer this way on this side. So I had to tilt the entire bodice that way. I still have this pinned. I'll fix that later. That's going to be the easiest part of this entire process. But yeah, like I've seen a lot of creators when they make the walkaway dress, they'll keep the waistline the way it is, but it doesn't hit me correctly. Like this is where my lowest rib is, and this is where my hips start. And so like I'm very, very short-waisted. If I kept this long the way the original pattern intended, it'd be like down here over my hips, and it would wrinkle weirdly because this is the squishy part of your body. So I'm making these alterations because I'm short torsoed and I need this back piece to sit on my rib cage where it's smooth because I'm not wearing a corset. In the back, you can see the wrinkling is still there, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna live with it. And then I did go ahead and just do the hook and eye thing I said before. I just sewed them on because I was sick of getting stabbed by pins every time I went to adjust this part. So the right shoulder seam is pretty much good to go. I'm probably gonna either top stitch this or whip stitch this because I don't feel like doing the whole turn it inside out, sew the seam, then press it flat open. This is not a flat seam anymore. I had to keep my neckline from gaping, and so to do that, I had to like really pull this off, slightly off the shoulder like a boat neck is supposed to be. And so this part of it is actually pinched in. There's a little pie wedge taken out. So this seam is actually kind of curved now. It's a little more dramatic on this side. Maybe you can't tell. I'll fix this side next. Oh, and then because I've taken literally 5 inches from the shoulder seam, I need to true up all of this.